People that in the house I don't hope you're all doing well. So I just want to talk for a second. And I want to kind of just say this really that it is difficult, and I would say this is difficult. It's a struggle. When I'm sending off emails and letters. And we'll give an example today. I had to send off a good few emails, and yes, the other day I sent off a few letters too. So first of all, it's I'm dyslexic, so it's literally banging your head against the wall trying to take off the right words to put and the politically correct words to put down. And to try and get your point across is very, very hard. It's very difficult, especially when you're writing a letter, handwritten a letter. I have to resort to, like, say if it takes an only person who doesn't have dyslexia who can write a letter like off the top of their head. It takes them about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. It took me about 2 hours, and it does. And I wrote off a letter. I wrote off a letter to Stephen Donnelly, the Health Minister. Took me nearly two hours and 30 minutes, something like that, and to look up all the words and everything like that. I don't know that I said it off to him in his office. But I don't know did he understand. I don't think half of them understand for half of the things I'm saying to them. And it was to do with mental health in Cavan in the morning, and obviously I was looking for more, particularly Cavan at the moment. And we'll talk about it later on. If I do get a response, we'll talk about it. I will go in full detail on it. And I sent off an email off to Mary Butler, the Minister for Older People, and obviously for mental health. And I sent off even the email. I haven't got a response yet. But again, I don't know that she understand half the things we're saying. Because I wasn't I was using politically correct words, but at the same time my spelling might be a bit off and my grammar is definitely off. I know that for a fact. Because I have to look up the words. I have to go on my computer. I have to say the words into the mic too. Because I can't spell, I might as well say so like it's useless. And that again that's I don't mind because again some people had to deal with something else. They'll talk about that in a second. But it's difficult. I really wish that there was a better way of kind of. I wish don't know how it would work, but I wish there was some other way of I wish I could get somebody. I wish it's the times like this you wish you had siblings that could help you out. It's how it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie to people. It's very, very difficult. Sometimes you get the response that they don't have a clue what you're talking about, which is understandable. But sometimes I don't know, because again sometimes my grammar might be a bit off and they might not understand me. Today again, so that was yesterday. I wrote off a mess to Stephen Donnelly. I wrote off to no, I didn't write off, but I sent an email to Mary Butler. So today, first of all, somebody contacted me about something. It was to do with rubbish on a road in County Lockford, and I had to contact Lockford County Council. I rang them. I didn't send off an email into that, but I rang them again. It was a lot easier to ring them than email them and everything like that. So I rang the little one in Lockford and told him about it. And he went and done it. He actually went and done it straight away. He told me he lifted them. He rang me back about an hour later and he lifted them, which was great. So, and then the other thing at the end is, so obviously I'm talking about this in another video, so Bomboy Garda Station, I talked about it before, they're saying it won't be this year. They were said last year they will have it done by this year, but it's not going to be done because obviously they don't have. I tried to figure out why they can't have it done, because they said it'd be next year by the start of it. So I sent off an email to the Office of Public Works. Still waiting for a response. Well, they have responded, but they said they get back to me in full details. So yeah, again, it's difficult because again, it took me about 30 minutes to write off a simple email. Talking about it, the top bits. It was just like, why is it the manpower? Is it because they don't have the manpower to fix it? The other question I had was the money. Why was it 250,000? I highly doubt it's going to take that much to upgrade that Garda station. Outside might mean a bit of doing, but I don't know. I wanted to figure out what to get what they take, why they think they need to spend that much money on upgrading it. So I hope to get some kind of a list of it. That's what I put down, but it took me a lot to describe to them what I would want of them. So I said I just want a list of what they think they need to replace or what they think they need to upgrade and this, that and the other. So yeah, and when did they think they'd be starting next year? So in March, April, the usual. But I say it's difficult because again, it's hard. I find it difficult. I really find it difficult. Like I'm very, like I can be honest with very, I'd be, sometimes in the emails I'd be very cruel to some PDs and very, very, how would I put it, very, very, very cruel, but at the same time I'm very to the point, and to the point I don't go, like I use political correctness and everything like that, but I'm to the point. I really am like, I want this done now, not next week. and I want that, so preferably as soon as you can, not wait dilly dally around for now and wait for that. So again, because again, it's all about putting pressure on them. Like again, there's another case I'm not going to talk about at the moment, but there's something else. I'm in touch with another County Council, about something. It's about a community project in another in the other side of the country, to be honest with you. And I'm in touch with them. I'm helping out their local tidy towns and getting that project up and running. And I'm just putting pressure. I'm putting pressure on the local authorities there. I'm putting pressure on the local county councils to move them on. To move them on a bit. So again, it takes me a long time to write on the emails to move them on. To more or less said why you're getting, and like I'm being very fierce with some of them, because again, some of them just, couldn't, at the end of the day, I can tell by some, like a few of them care, but a few of them really couldn't care less. They only care about the wages. But yeah, it is difficult. I'm not gonna lie to people, being dyslexic and having to write emails, because again, I'm on my own. I'm simply on my own, and I have to write it, everything myself. Because again, I go through the, sending off an email letter, things like that. It is the best way, because ringing them, like trying to get through to, let's take for example, Stephen Donnelly in a phone call or anything like that, it's probably impossible. I say it is impossible. I've been in touch with 2 or 3 ministers on phone calls throughout the years, but it's impossible. It really is impossible to get in touch with them through phone. Especially ministers, TDs maybe you can get through phone calls. A lot of times they got through phone calls. But the best way is to have a record of what you're asking of them and everything. That's why I do it. So yeah, thank you for watching. To describe more. So yeah, I just wanted to say that it is difficult, because again it is hard, because again I just realised today when I was writing off to the Office of Public Works, it's very difficult. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.